Right, Mick Sorby, Alan Hay, better known as Algie, and Philly Tobin. Well, we've got the final bits today for the second sequel book, Hartlepool Born and Bred 2. Mick, your book was the first one. But this one is not about anyone in particular other than 50 years of this, maybe even 60 years of the estate of Hartlepool, funny stories, murders, robberies, undercover fights, blags, characters, everything to do with Hartlepool. So we're going to be doing a documentary as well. Fat Cat Productions, Paul Suggett. We're going to be filming that in the ship in the Headlands. And before we just recorded there, I heard one of you say, I felt slim next to you. And then the other one said, I felt young next to you.
Teenager.
And then the other one said, you always get a prick and some roses. So you all know each other really well. You love taking the piss out of each other. In fact, the more you take the piss out of each other is the Hartlepool way of showing affection. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, this way,
Because you get away with it.
Yeah.
no matter what we said to each other, we'd never ever take offence, never.
So, you know it's fun.
Yeah. So if Mick said to you tomorrow, Phil, oh, you look good today. I like your skin and you look nice. You'd say, piss off your puff, wouldn't you?
You wouldn't.
I know what I get.
How much do you want?
Yeah.
Do you want a tub?
Yeah.
You up there,
Yeah. So that's just Hartlepool's way, but between years, you've seen a lot of things in Hartlepool. You've seen a lot of change. You've seen a lot of sad things.
Yeah.
Bad things. Rosie Palmer murder. Lots of you know.
A lot of people killed
No, that
themselves.
one with Rosie Palmer, we sat with the granddad tonight, weren't we?
Yeah.
We sat talking.
Who's that? Will.
Well, how John Thornton.
John Thornton.
Right.
Oh, he was a dad.
Oh, Dad, sorry, your dad.
Yeah.
Messed up,
Yeah. John the canoeist, Hartlepool. The world was looking at Hartlepool a couple of years back when the canoes went missing. Phil, you said that was just a typical Hartlepool stunt, even as outrageous as it was.
Yeah, there's better things than that.
Yeah.
You know, nobody really batted an eyelid about it.
So when someone said, "Oh, a bloke was living next door to his wife, but he went missing, faked his own death, and got a lot of money." There's better scams in Hartlepool than that, isn't there?
There's.
I told you
funny
before, he's
ones.
my personal officer in jail.
Yeah. I mean, one story, I'm not going to go into it, but there was a funny story about a postman and they had a scam with these lads and the lads went down, but they never took anyone with them.
No,
And I think that's proper Hartlepool.
Yeah.
God loves to try, doesn't he? There's lots of tries in Hartlepool,
They've
isn't
got to be to make money to survive.
What about Sus when he lived near you? His gyro never comes, so he run out into post when he thought he sent him.
Yeah. But these lads, what they're doing, they had a deal with the postman.
Yeah.
They'd get so many of the gyros that went out on a Saturday, some went out on a Wednesday, and they were getting and going cashing them. And they got caught, they done what they had to do, but they never took anybody with them, and they just...
Yeah. My favourite story is the poster you, when the people's mail was going missing, they raided his house and they found thousands and thousands of letters, but there was no skullduggery. He just couldn't be asked posting them,
yeah.
so he just wanted a day off.
Just tell you what we done one day. He was talking to these lads and they said, just talking with him, he said, do you know what, lads? He was sick of talking to me. He said, you know what, lads? He said, it skipped just 2 streets down. He said, I've just shot the mailbag, put a fucking gyros in there. He said, go and get them.
Really?
Oh, they were off.
Yeah.
That was fully.
He didn't care, he just typical Hartlepool lad, wasn't he? He was just, he'd done enough.
Hell of a lad, I want that fully. He's a hell of a lad on your side.
Professional boxer, wasn't he?
So I sent you the photograph of him, and he's
I reckon he could have been British champion if he'd stayed at it.
Yeah. He's got a poster of Geordie Bowes behind him.
He told me he got told it wasn't his night, I thought. He chucked it after that.
Yeah. So we're going to do a film. We're going to do a documentary, Fat Cat Productions. Paul Suggett, absolute genius, fantastic with a camera, and Dan Walker. And it's just going to be about your life because you're not getting any younger. You're not getting any good looking. So,
Totally used to, not me.
Yeah. But this will be here forever. And what you said to me, Phil, these are stories you don't want to lose.
No.
Your grandkids will be 40 years time and they'll be reading.
If they can walk past and pick the book up and just read it, they'll know somebody in the book or they'll know something that's happened to them. And like I said, I'd love these people to come forward with the stories, give us the right stories. I want to go and see Dave Walls and that, because he's got some good stories of him. And Charlie.
Jacko would have turn up.
Jacko, they'd all turn up.
I mean, I've got the full book now on my dictaphone, type 3 chapters up. But I probably, off the top of my head, I mean, this book will probably mention 200 people. Just different people, stupid stories, different estates.
That's it. Yeah, we've never covered the estates yet. We've only done
not
one or
properly,
two.
No.
And the stories that go with the estates, and it's.
There's a lot of sad though. I mean, one estate you said to me, it was like Jack the Ripper days, all smuggy.
That was the Headland,
and that's gone though now. You said it's gone.
It has, yeah. They've tidied it up a bit, haven't they?
That's where Alan lives.
Most of the characters are dead, aren't they?
Yeah, but
like Bomber.
The Headland, it was a scary place. If you didn't know it, it was like the Jack the Ripper days. And I've got a book there I should have brought through for you. With a lot of the old pictures of the old streets.
Back streets, don't you know, Jimmy? It's only wide enough for one man to walk in. You know, you have to. Two couldn't walk up, could they? You know, like you couldn't pass them. That's
this is YouTube. But if anyone wants to get in touch with the three older swingers in town, or Three Musketeers, or what are them? What are them?
Same Mustafa B.
No, what are them? What's that? The Three Stooges. That's it. Yeah, very well known Hartlepool characters. A lot of mileage on the clock.
I'll have to be careful.
Too much.
There's a Facebook page which is called Hartlepool Born and Bred, and I've got enough now for a book. So there's 2 books, and is there a 3rd book on the way or what? Or just there's people are buying them, and that's what.
Well, I think we'll have to, because people will get jealous because we've mentioned bits, but we've never mentioned their names.
Well, there's still loads to mention.
Loads.
Yeah, I mean, do you know the main thing is my publisher's happy and they're selling and that's that. But yeah. So do you want to add anything, lads? Is there anything you want to say?
No, not really. Well, not really.
How are you, Mick Sorby, then? So. How's things going for you at the minute? All right.
Yeah.
Algie?
Just old age.
Yeah, just the age.
And Phil, you're still here?
I'm still here, just kicking about. But I'd like to say to people that don't take offence. We don't mean offence.
Because there is some stories, and I have asked you, I said, look, is that okay? And then, and it sounds a bit brutal, but you've just laughed and been like, yes, I've asked him, and it's, you know, he's had a pint over his head or something like that, but it's just normal.
I mean, like Stewie Lithgow, when I asked him about his story, you know, about the court case, he just said, go ahead, Phil, you know.
Yeah, Phil Stewie Lithgow was a boxer for Bruno.
Yeah, good man.
Only man at the time to go 6 rounds with him.
Was he?
Yeah, good man. Still fit. Still very fit, man.
Yeah.
He's a nice man, gentleman.
Yeah.
And he worked hard. He didn't just train, he trained on the beach.
Well, I just typed that up the other day. That was his training, wasn't it? And
But he was good. Good at what he was.
He was a jockey first, you know.
A jockey? Right.
Yeah. Point to point.
But I think yous would be, you know, you've got to bet on each other who can live the longest. Yeah. Who can outdo each other.
We have. Don't mind carrying them, but I'm not carrying them.
We decided, we had a drink the other day, and we decided we want to go the same day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to stop here because we'll have to beat his liver to death with a stick.
But no, it is fun. It's funny writing it, and as I said, I mean, I've done a lot of true crime books. Mick, you weren't a professional criminal, but you did end up in prison. You done doors, and you did what you had to do for your family. Where this book is, it's not going to be in any crime shells. It's just probably local history. You know, Hartlepool, Monkeys, Jeff Stelling, famous people from Hartlepool and that. But so Hartlepool Born and Bred 2 is coming out. I'm going to be writing it, and all the stories I've got have been from Mick Sorby, Algie, and Philly Tobin. I've had a bit of input.
So we haven't mentioned Battle of Manners.
No, we
proper
haven't.
character.
No,
Battle of Manners. Is he a boxer?
He used to be a boxer. He was a big lad.
It was mad. He had a big belly like that. Still used to stand behind the engineers, go around, stopping up.
You can tell me that in a minute. But Richie Horse is going to help with a few Hartlepool bits and bobs. But Hartlepool Born and Bred 2 with these guys is going to be coming very, very soon. So thanks for your time, guys. Anyone who wants to get in touch with these, message the Hartlepool Born and Bred Facebook page. And thanks for your time, lads.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you for
you.
everything.